Yo, with the flow, what is up guys? Big Fish here. Today we're gonna be making a video on a DIY guppy pond for a backyard, patio, inside, whatever you guys want to put it, honestly. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do a no filter edition one. But I realize I do not have any plants. I have everything besides the plants. I've been doing some research online, but haven't really found anything near me that I would be able to get. So I'm gonna hit up this local pet shop, see what they have. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get some clips in there. I'll see based on what there is. But I'm gonna get clips regardless, even if they don't allow me to. I'm gonna be like this behind the scenes, something, because I need to show you guys what the store looks like. I've been there a couple times and I do know they have some cool guppies and stuff like that. So we're gonna go check it out. Let's go. All right, yo, what's up guys? We're here now at the pet store. This is my first time ever doing this alone. Normally I have my cameraman Jay with me, so I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna do this. It's for the tube, it's for the tube. This is the pet store here, and we're gonna go now. Appreciate you guys for sticking along to this point, because I'm stepping on my comfort zone here. Alright guys, just came back home, secured the goods. I tried to record in the store, but the owner wasn't there, so I wasn't able to. But I did sneak a little clip in. Like I said, I promised a clip, so I got a clip in. Gotta stay dedicated. Now, I got a lot of plants. I got about like 7 or 8. It should be good enough. Again, the pond is about 9 to 10 gallons, so it's not gonna be much. I did get some Java fern. I got some crypts, 2 of them. I don't know the specific type. I'm not sciencey with the plants, but I will get there. And then I don't know how to say it, but water hyacinth or whatever, the floating plants. I got about 3 of those, and they were kind of big because I want to put some in the other pond as well, and they do grow fast. So I'm excited for that because I'm going to be putting some in the other pond that I have, and then keep it going. They say that's a good plant because it filters the water and cleans the waste. So we need that. This is a no filter pond, right? So so we got here. We're gonna get straight to it. Okay guys, so here's the material I'll be using. I'll be using organic soil for the base layer for the plants to grow with. Then I'll be using some black sand I got from Amazon. I'll be using these driftwood pieces for a little decor, and then I will also be using some of these river rock for decor as well, to add a little bit of color, because I forgot what the color of the substrate. I guess I put black so I could cover this as much as possible, but I didn't realize this thing was so wide, so I might have to see if this actually does end up covering, so I got this in case. I also do have a solar powered water fountain that will be used, and I'm gonna probably try to put it in the middle. As you can see here, I just have to build it from Amazon as well. I said no filter, so it'll be a no filter project, but like I said, it would be nice to have a little water feature just for aesthetic purposes, and a little bit to get the water moving. So let's get into this. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to start with is the black sand that I bought from Amazon. I picked this color because I wanted something to make the plants pop a little more, and the driftwood, I thought it would be nice. You can see me here getting some good shots of it and the coloration, but as you can see, it has a little sparkle to it, so I like that a lot. So I'm just going to put the holes in there and let that wash out for a little bit. Here what we have is the pond that I'll be using. It's 9 gallons, and like I said before, it was way wider than I thought. Did not expect that, but I got it from Menards for about 15-17 bucks. So it's definitely something that's good for a budget. Right here I'm putting in the dirt for the bottom layer so the plants can grow. This was an organic dirt that I researched and said would really be good for the plants to grow and stuff like that. I'm just patting it down to get everything level, so when the sand goes over it, it's all good. As you can see right there, it looks good. Now I got the sand right here. I'm just gonna put the sand over the dirt, try to cover it as much as possible. I was actually a little nervous because I didn't think the sand would cover every single thing, but it ended up being good. Thank God I was saved. It was a 10-pound bag. I go with the pound a gallon rule, so ended up being pretty good. You see my skills right here, aquascaping skills, doing pretty good. So now right here I got the driftwood I'm just going to be putting the driftwood. As you can see, I do have the waterfall already in the pond, but I'm just going to put the driftwood and try my best to make a little scape. Again, I'm not the best scaper in the world, but I'll make something a little nice. I thought I did pretty good. We'll see. Right here we have the little river walk. So what I'm going to be doing is just try to connect these driftwood pieces with some type of lighter color, because I do have a lot of darkness in this pond, as you can see. We need a little bit more color. That's not only the plants. It's a little too much pressure for that greenery, so we gotta have some whites in there, and I know it'll look great once I add the fish and all the colors will pop. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just doing my thing. Okay, so on my research, I saw that it's very important to have some drainage holes, especially when you're doing a pond like this, just because it's so low to the ground, and obviously it's raining outside. It rains outside all the time over here in Chicago especially. So I just drilled some holes for drainage and made sure they were not as big as the fish, so no fish come up. So yeah, needed that for sure. Alright guys, so as you can see right here, what I did was fill up the pond. I put a little container on the bottom so that it wouldn't ruin the scape. I was very excited during this time to see what everything would look like. I did put the plants in. Wish I could have showed you the clip of me putting these plants in, but I couldn't since the fog got corrupted, sadly. But yeah, you'll see shortly, it pissed me off, that the solar powered waterfall thing actually started floating up and stopped working. The only reason it could work is if it was floating on top of the water. Obviously that would ruin the scape, so I had to ditch the whole idea of it in its entirety. So I'm gonna find something else solar powered. I was seeing a couple on Amazon that they're more submerged, and you can have the solar powered panel actually like on top of the fence or something to get the sun. So we're gonna do that for some water flow. It'll be updated in the next video or something. But yeah, you'll see me struggle with it for a little bit and stuff like that, but it looks pretty nice. I would have to, once it did ruin, I had to rescape the whole thing a little bit and move around the plants, so you'll see that here. Okay guys, I don't know if you saw that, but the UV waterfall thing floated up and kept floating up multiple times, so I just took it out. I'm gonna have to find a way to weigh this thing down. That's not from the top, so it can still get light. So I moved around the plants to the big one to be in the middle, and the little one over here, and kept that one over there. Like I said, I'm gonna fill this thing out with more plants, but it's coming along. It would have been nice to have a little water circulation. I might put a pump in just so all this dirt could go down. And yeah, the wood is staying down. It has floated up too, so again, I had to come back in and refix it, but it didn't overflow because the holes. So that's a good thing I did that. Now I'm gonna add in the hyacinth. You guys come over here with me to see where I have it. I have it in the pond right now. As you can see, I just did not want it cooking up in the bag, so of how hot it is. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the fish. The pond is doing good. Only thing is, it's green. So we're gonna have to find a way to clear this water up somehow. You could see the little fish. I don't know if you guys see them. Little Daniels running, swimming around, and then the goldfish swimming together. And that's a wash. I might get up. But yeah, so if you guys see that, I'm just gonna have to clear up this water. But either way, so I think I'm gonna be having to get more plants for this, because I have none, and I know plants will clear this thing up and clean it up better. I do have a filter, like I said, a canister, and the flow. I thought that'd be enough, but ponds is a different story, different monster to overcome. So like I said, first time ever doing this, so it's a lot to learn. Anyway, let's grab this hyacinth now, plop it in the pond, and see what it looks like. Got the hyacinth right here. We're just gonna plop it in, let it float around. They say this plant is really good to clean up waste in the water. I'm not the biggest guy who's the most educated on plants, but They do say they grow and thrive in environments like this, so happy about that. We need all that we can get with the no filtration. But like I said, I'm gonna have to get a pump for this just to get the water circulating, have everything down, and we'll be ready for fish soon. Gonna let it settle in for a couple of days, and then we'll be back for another video to add these some fish in. I don't know if I'm gonna do rice fish, guppies, or things like that, but we'll see. Definitely see. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Let's see. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. This is a super easy thing anybody can do for their backyard, or honestly patio too, as long as you have the sunlight coming in for the plants. Super excited to have any type of fish in here, honestly. Probably going to go guppies or rice water fish. I know rice water fish are more tolerable to weather changes, and I know the summer only has a month left, so it's probably maybe what we're going to do to test it out in the beginning. But please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a small channel like me the absolute most. Just trying a small channel, trying to make it big. And yeah, sweat is literally burning my eyes. So I hope you guys appreciate the effort I'm putting into this stuff, and can't wait to make more. It's the absolute most exciting thing to post a video and see how it does, and just do little projects like this every single day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big fish out. Peace.